Hi, Christopher. Hello.
Okay, all right.
It's like a scam or something.
Some babies, when they come into the world, know all kinds of things from the other side.
Hello, I'm Alex, and you're watching Enemy with the star of the Many Saints of Newark, Tony Soprano himself, Michael Gandolfini. I watched the film this week, and it's amazing how much your Tony feels like an extension of the Tony we know from the series. How did you manage it?
Well, first, I'm so happy to hear that. It was a lot of just time spent watching, the show. I really had to form and calculate, okay, this is how he moves. This is how he holds his eyes. This is how he holds his head. This is how he nods to things. This is how he gestures, and getting the accent. It just, I breathed, lived, slept Sopranos. I had monologues in my ears walking around the streets. Because Tony's so physical, if I can embrace his physical quality, I could really show the audience would know how Tony's feeling if I showed it physically, because we'd spent so much time with him. So it was I got 86 hours of literal therapy sessions inside the head of a character. So it was a real gift.
Yeah. Did you try and copy any of your dad James's mannerisms or tics?
Yeah, I mean, someone gave me really good advice, which is don't do an impersonation, but notice some little things you can do. So Tony gets a lot of comfort by touching his nose. He always sort of touches his nose. So that was one that I had worked on a lot to help. And then just the way he uses his eyes and can stand, those little things were ways into the character that could really sort of express this character in a different time in his life.
Well, it's good to know that I share a mannerism with Tony Soprano.
There you go.
When did you first watch The Sopranos top to bottom? Do you remember?
Yeah, when I got the audition. I'd never seen it before the audition. So I watched the first season through the audition process. And then once I had gotten the part, I watched the whole series.
Do you remember your reaction to the ending? Don't spoil it, but...
Yeah, I mean, I had known what the ending was. I'd heard. So on one hand, it wasn't that shocking. But I found it really quite powerful, actually. Because I'd known it was coming, I didn't know the buildup, the anxiety and what it represented and all of that stuff. So I was just very moved by it. I was very, very moved. And it also, when it ended, it meant I was going to start this movie, because I planned it that way. So there was also that. So it was just a very moving experience.
Well, thanks so much for speaking to me, Michael. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.